let's continue on this learning Manim, which is our interesting Python library for mathematical diagramming and animation. So within these courses, we will continue the tutorial guides, the tutorials Quickstart, the last subchapter, to discuss and demo to you the difference between transform and replacement transform. So we start to meet transform from this second one, 003 and 45. We both use the transform as our method to convert, or we keep using transform wording from one shape to another shape, or we use this from one the mob or the M object to another M object. I believe is referred to this Manim, but there's also another way using the replacement transform to do the similar things, but let's just compare this. So with that is you can recap to this 003. So we do transform from a square to circle. So we use this syntax. Right, and after that is we fade out is the square. So I mentioned during this 003 is you should not fade out a circle because that is the transform. It's not actually create a circle. So only the object or M object is still square. So when we move to the number 4 is we just tailor that is make our square and circle. But within this is you can see we don't have that transform. We just move that to another location. But we meet transform again in this 005 when we want to create animation. Then this from this square and we transform again from square to circle. So that is one animation. The number 2 is we don't have the transform, so we have this rotate. So you can check number 3 and the number 5 first one. Let's go this number 6. First, let's create a folder 006 and let's check is the difference between the transform and the replacement transform. It's just the two syntax. I also put some comparison coming from this tutorial to here. So after you watch this video, you can also open the mind map through this free plan. Then you can get such kind of knowledge point as well. Difference with that is transform mob 1 or M object 1, M object 2 transform the point as well as other attributes like color or those fill, this opacity from this M object 1 into the point attribute of M object 2. But replacement transform is, on the other hand, is literally replace mob 1 on the scene with mob 2. So that is the difference is when you do this transform, you can see here, you need to keep is which means is like a transform is a copy, so A copy to B, but it's not means B is created. So if you want to transform to C, you still need to start from A, not from B. But if you use the replacement transform, which means is A replacement transform to B, then A become B. Now is the object is exist as B. So if you want to transform to C, then your starting point will be B. So that is the only the difference. But let's do the test together so that we know the this effect. So that you can have some feelings. Let me create. So as I mentioned earlier, is I will try to use those meaningful name, same as this class, but that's not the reason like Java you need to create this file name like your public class name, but it just is easier for you to query from this file name. There's no matter if you call that scene or you call that 006, so that is fine. So from Manim import everything. So that is our standard load. And let's do this class to transform. So this thing you need to follow. And we have two definitions. So first is the transform self, and then this we will make our def replacement transform self, and also we will have a def of construct self. But you have this this case, so I think it's I can put no. So let me see. Let them is just do nothing. So I starting from here. So let's create some shape. So first is this one circle. Yeah, I have a typo. You can see. So CLE. Then B equal to square. You need to have this capital first. C. Now we have this new shape triangle. So if you don't have the first character capital, it's not recognized. So you need to see triangle. Then self play transform from A to B. So that is our first transform. Let's make that minimum running. So self dot transform. So I just load that. So actually, you can put all of this within the construct. Just our purpose is make that this quite simple. So Manim tutorial. Oh, good is from Windows. They don't care about the case. And 006, my file is here. So Manim PQL. So I hope is you have that, and my Python now load this to transform. So I have this one. So let's make that run. So what's that? So is the circle transform to square, then stop. So let's continue. So self play is the transform A to C. So then go to the triangle. Let's run that again. So let me see. Look at the video 3. So but if I put here, so if I want to say is now is I want this from the square to triangle. You can see. So what's that mean? So because you have B, right? So B is the square. So first you have this circle, then circle become square, but and then square go to triangle. So that is the second step. Is so that is not coming from this the continuously. So if you want to do this transform, so the part is like A to B, A to C, and then we have this self play fade out. Let's say I want to fade out C. So what's that mean to give me? You don't say fade out, am I right? So let's say I will fade out A. So just look at the effect. You see the effect fade out. So because it's when you do the transform, is A to B, then this B is there, then A to C. So the now C is displayed, but this C triangle still named as A. So that is when you do this fade out, you should indicate that is the fade out A. That we also learned that from the 003 and the 005 underscore 1. But if you want to see it as my just tested is, I want to see that should be fade out from this C. So then you should use this replacement transform. So let me change that to here. Then replacement transform, you can now use this syntax. So finally is transform to C. And then the self wait. Let's wait 1 second. Self replacement transform is here, but you can see I have a typo. This just read my typo. OR. Without this, let's look at our program. So first run the transform, then second run is replacement transform. Triangle, fade out, circle, square, triangle, fade out. You can see now you get the exact same effect. However, in some cases, it's more beneficial to use transform, not like the replacement transform, because transform give us some the easier setting is everything is starting from the first object, not you need to have our like a line is second one you need to remember that is coming from B, not A. So just depending on your preference, I think that no hard rules, but will I would like that have you noticed this for our earlier two samples with those object change, we only use a transform. Only with this 006, we are putting the this replacement transform. Anyway, we start is we have done these 5 videos altogether. I hope it's we let you have some initial feelings of this Manim library. So and I hope is you have no issue on installing that. But to my case is I still have that pending part is for this latex. I will deal that later on. And then this you are ready to start creating animation by your own. But next video is we will move to some this home page examples. There's 5 examples. We will do that one by one as well. So see you in this home page example. But you can treat those every sub-chapter like this one and this one are the interdependent. Not so much interdependent. It's dependent that you can use them is separately the learning. So see you. Bye for now.